Oh, this is weird.
Hey! Guys, come on! Ah!
Hello?
Sam?
Oh, God!
Chris, the choice is yours.
Oh my God, we need help, please! Ah!
Emily! Shit.
Chapter 7 Violence, 4 hours until dawn. Welcome back to my third and last attempt of Until Dawn. If you have not watched the first attempt I've done with this, my first walkthrough, I recommend you watch if you're watching this one. And if you've seen, and you have not seen my second attempt, which was supposed to be my last one, I recommend you watch it as well before watching this one. I'm doing a third attempt at this because the second attempt was supposed to be my last one where I made sure everybody survived. But unfortunately that wasn't the case, so... And get rid of these ones. Kristen shoot Ashley.
This can't be right. Oh my God.
You see all of that, and then you see somebody sitting behind you, you think like, wait a minute. Wait, what does this mean? Mannequin could be used to give the impression that someone was cut in half, but the person using the machine is really standing safely out of the way. Looks like the machine that killed Josh in the old library. Josh's workspace.
What?
A psychiatric report on him by Dr. Hill, the one who was trying to help him. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Psychiatric report on Josh. He's been on medication for a long time. His current therapist is called Dr. Hill, the crazy guy we've been talking to. Task and surgery. Waypoints surgery referred after incident at school. Incident at school. Over treatment. The patient's response to drugs. Type it badly. Yeah, see? President Alan Hill, psychiatry due to potential suicide risk. So I guess he wanted to commit suicide just to see his sisters again. Patient reported that side effects, headaches, nausea were becoming too severe and wanted to change drug. Patient claimed that the drug was no longer having any effect. Reported that his mood had badly worsened. Patient began self-medicating, taking stronger doses. 30 mg dose, twice daily increased to 3 times daily up to 2 weeks. If the patient reports any of the following symptoms, please contact a physician immediately. Blurred vision, blah blah blah, liver damage, withdrawal, nausea, insomnia, nightmares. Patient arrived delirious, confused, strong symptoms of major debris disorder related to death, disappearing of sisters. Placed patient under observation. ECT was considered given. Patient history of typewriting drug effects but rejected. To improve any improvement. Because of drugs was necessary. Patient move on to a non-selective MAOI rational being that SSRIs and SNRIs have proven ineffective in the past. Phenelzine 60 mg initially higher than average dose was necessary to see reduction of symptoms. After 2 weeks, patient symptoms have mood were greatly improved. Sergeant 16 has finally considered proof. So it's like I was saying, in a way, Dr. Hill believed that he did cure Josh from all the pains he was having, and judging from the psychiatric report, during his entire high school life, for whatever, he's been getting into fights, he's been bullied a lot and everything. But when the death of his sisters came, it took him over the edge. Wanted to commit suicide, but then they signed him to Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill tried his best to help him, gave him better medications to take, gave him better drugs to take and everything. And in a way, he almost did help him. But because, like it said, he takes too many, he doubles his doses, he takes more daily, every day than he shouldn't have done. It made him go cuckoo. So the Josh that has been acting out irrationally isn't the Josh that Sam or Chris knows. Hi Josh, it's Alan. I hope you don't mind me texting you, but this is important. I got your email. I don't think that your plan is going to help. I think you need to stop what you're doing and come to see me. Please pick up your phone, I'm getting worried. Leave me alone. Are you still taking your meds? I'm fine. There we go. He's starting to lose it. It's very dangerous to stop taking your drugs mid-course, Josh. Contact my office to make an appointment, please. You read the frickin' You've read the frickin' paper. It gives you a clue. And obviously when he went too far with the medications and everything, that's when he started to believe that the only way he will get better is if he gets back at his friends, the one who caused the deaths of his sisters in the first place. But because he knows that Sam and Chris had nothing to do with it, because obviously good friends with Chris, because Chris is good friends with him and sisters, and Sam got close to Josh after the death of the sisters, and Sam was a good friend of the girls. He knows that they had nothing to do with it, but because he went cuckoo, it involved them too.
Grape City.
That's why he wanted to commit suicide. He blames himself for what happened. I wish at this point right here we would have found like maybe another note or something that tells the person, whoever found this, that you must eject me with this to make sure I get back to the normal person I was or something. But no, they stick to the crazy psycho that he is. They didn't even think about, like, at that point, maybe when there was the remembrance board of the sisters, maybe somewhere below on a drawer or something, you open it and there would have been a voice recorded by Josh saying that whoever finds this, you must not blame me for what happened because it's not me. I've been in a lot of pain. I've been in a lot of therapy sessions ever since what happened. I blame myself for what happened, blah 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 and all that. And then he said, you must inject me with this in order for me to get better. And then I would explain everything that happened. And so on and so on. But no. It would have been so much better, but I don't know what these game creators were thinking.
Hello, and thank you all for joining me. Tonight, we're gonna conduct a little experiment.
Hello, children. No, that's not right. Greetings, pilgrims.
Shit.
Josh's voice. That's him practicing his voice. I think it's down here I'm supposed to go. Ah, crap. Ran into a wall. Oh. Right there, Chris and Ashley must be doing their thing right about there. What about down here? No. Yeah, this is where Chris and Ashley were when they found the mannequin. They were here and then they got attacked.
Jesus.
Dummy in Sam's clothing. Hello, Mike.
Mike, what are you doing down there? There's a... Oh my, thank God you found me.
It's okay. You're okay?
Where's Jessica? She's not with you.
Jessica's dead.
What?
He killed her, Sam. There's some maniac on the mountain who was trying to kill us, all of us, and I swear to God, when everyone is safe and accounted for, I'm gonna hunt that fucker down and rip his nuts off. One at a goddamn time.
Wow. Listen, this guy who you're talking about, he attacked me. He showed me these videos too. And one of them showed Josh being killed. Just ripped apart by this huge fucking saw blade.
Jesus Christ.
And Mike, I think somehow Josh is involved in all of this.
Wait, what? How?
I'm really not sure, but there was a message from his doctor, and it mentioned a plan that was like a bad idea, and now he's dead.
What the fuck is going on around here? There's a door here. It won't open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Oh. Nope, that is completely locked.
Hey,
Jeez, you look like hell.
nice to see you too. What are you doing?
Well, actually, the towel didn't turn out to be the best outfit for fighting off killer maniacs, you know? Do you mind, Mike?
Oh, right. My bad.
Unless you're like Zendaya from Spider-Man Far From Home, just take a little peek.
Okay, done. Put this thing to bed.
I'm into that.
What's that?
Crying?
No! No, no, no! Get away!
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris.
What the fuck?
You've heard of blanks before. I mean, really?
Then boom. You're like, and you're like, this is what the doctor meant when he said a bad idea.
Oh my god, Matt! Matt! Oh, Jesus! Shit.
Even if Mike dies by the deers, when you kill one of the deers and you push him off, she'll still say that.
Ah!
Oh, come on, Emily, you got this.
Shit!
Whoop. It's like, don't just wait for the thing to come down to move. Move a little bit earlier than that.
Oh, God. Here goes $600. Better be worth it or the great Matt Top. Alright. Now we're talking.
You gotta admit, for surviving here on her own, it's not that bad. Considering what she's like, it's actually not that bad. Right, then heading down here. I don't really need to hold my controller around here, so I'm safe. I'm safe for now. Just for now. Minor photo. Instantly right there, that created lots of noise when the Wendigos to just straight away head to that area. Follow the power cables. So it just grabs from here, so moving on. And just from seeing where the flamethrower is, from where the sisters were and she is right now, that meant like the Wendigos were just right there.
Busted elevator's my only way out.
But the Wendigos were literally just right there. I feel like that would have been something I chose if she did something fucked up, but during the entire time we played with her, she hasn't actually done something to fuck things up. Oh, we get ready for another jump one. You damn right it's disgusting. You landed in the worst location in the mines. You landed in the freaking living room of the Wendigos. All the skeletons is the victims they all ate all the way back to the 50s when the miners were around. No ladder. And if you felt like there was something behind you, you'd be like, just stay still, stay still, stay still, stay still. It's like, you do that, then you hear something rattling, you're like, staying still, staying still, staying still. You just turn around very slowly, you see nothing, you're like, oh, okay.
Weird. Really weird.
Sleep. Jump to ladder. There we go. How these woods managed to stay on a cliff rock like that is amazing. Nothing around here. No human around here. Oh, I thought you can see through that because that looked pretty weird. From the way it looked like one of those stand things. Even if he died from the deer, she still calls out his name.
Come on, for fuck's sake. Son of a bitch.
What? Whoa. That was like literally right near. That was seriously right near.
Oh my god, finally something works.
But you know, in a way, when it comes to the ending of the game, I don't think it really matters at all if Josh actually survives, because he ends up turning into a Wendigo anyway, so I don't think it really matters if he survives or not. I don't think it really matters at all. But that's personally for me, because what's the whole point of keeping him alive when you play the game again, when he's gonna end up as a Wendigo in the end anyway? That's why I wish that the creators of this game created an ending where he survives with them. Like, when they're in the lodge, he actually fights with them to kill the Wendigos. Like, he does one good thing in his life. Out of all the bad stuff he's done to his friends, he does one good thing, and that is to help them kill them. But no. There's so many things that the game creators could have fixed when they were doing the demos and all that crap for this game, but I don't know. I don't know what these game creators were thinking. The crazy part is, the guy with the flamethrower says he closed specific parts in the mines to make sure the Wendigos that were not at the sanatorium stay in the cave, and yet there's a big ass hole right there, and they can come out, proving why the Wendigos were out there in the first place, and they were aftering the twins. And then obviously, like, later on in the year when Mike and Jessica will go into the cabin. It's stupid. It's stupid. And where's the other sign that's here? Oh yeah, here it is. And see, here it is.
Danger is my middle fucking name.
The sign that's on the top of the cliff edge where the sisters go in, you know, before they fall off and die. When you're playing as her and Matt, they find it, and they find the other half of the sign, and here it shows the other one. You're thinking like, wait a minute, this must be where Hannah and Beth fall to their deaths, and at that point, and then later on, like, you find out that Hannah was alive, and Hannah somehow survived the fall, and then you think like, she must have been starving and dying in the mines for weeks, and what were the police doing and the people that were looking for her? Just searching in the surface whatsoever. They didn't go to the mines, they didn't enter the caves whatsoever, to think like maybe they're somewhere on the ground in the mountains. But no. And then when it came to the part of the sanatorium, the sheriff said that the officers did search the ground at the sanatorium and found nothing. Found nothing. Can you believe that? They said they found nothing. And that's bullshit, because based on what we found in the sanatorium that they should have found, nothing. They didn't encounter the Wendigos, they didn't encounter the guy with the flamethrower, they encountered nothing. Nothing. Useless. Everyone is useless. And then the glasses.
Yeah, no.
Giving you clear indication that they were down there when they fall. And obviously later on when you realize that Hannah was actually alive down there for God knows how long, the police basically killed her. They know what the mountain is, they know the history, and
That's exactly a year ago.
they never bothered at all.
What does this mean?
It's pathetic. The cops in this game, the cops in Detroit Become Human, are pathetic, useless, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say about that.
Oh, Jesus.
Voila. Can you not walk through here? Literally looks as if you can. Yeah, you literally can. It's just not letting you.
Shit.
And that's where their nest is. The Wendigo's nest. That's where it is. It's where they leave all of their victims. The ones bound to die.
Oh, she was down here.
They were alive down there. And the police never even bothered to check the mines at all. It's pathetic. And then the most creepiest one of all. That music that plays, it indicates when someone dies.
Yes.
And then when you see a body, and then when Hannah says later on in the journal, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I had to do it. It means the curse of the Wendigo was taking over her straight away. During the following weeks, it was corrupting her, and then finally it won. It took control of her, and it made her dug up Beth's grave and eat her. And then as soon as she did, she started feeling different. Her nails started to come off, her skin was getting pale, she didn't feel the cold anymore, she was getting stronger, she felt stronger. It meant the Wendigo's curse was finally taking over her.
Come on, let's go. No.
Oop, I got my table.
God, please don't come this way.
I just got my table right here. Got my table right here. Whoa. here it really doesn't matter, so just do whatever.
Josh.
And then
Josh!
Josh.
Oh, very good. Every one of you, you got my name. And after all you've been through, good. I mean, how does that feel? Right? How does it feel? Do you enjoy feeling terrorized, humiliated? I mean, panicked? All those emotions that my sisters got to feel 1 year ago? Only guess what? They didn't get to laugh it off. No, they're gone.
I don't know if you noticed this, Josh, but none of us are laughing.
Oh, come. Why the long faces? Come on. It's good to get the heart racing every now and then, right? And race, they did. I mean, every one of you just pitter-pat. I hope you appreciated my little phantasmagorical spectacle. I mean, no detail too small, no opportunity missed. It was such a delight to play the puppet master to all of your Pavlovian panic.
so that meant he had to be there to play all that?
Lord, big bodies. I mean, God, that shit was expensive. And no retakes. Nope. Only double takes. Oh, you should have seen your faces. Hook, line, and sinker for every little stinker.
Josh, your fingerprints were all over this. It was obviously you.
Oh, really? Really?
You're crying out for help, Josh. God, you wanted to get caught, didn't you?
Oh, sure. I'm totally just crying out for help. Help me! Oh, help me, help. Come on, it was just for fun. I mean, so you got a little bit of egg on your face, right? Nobody got hurt?
What are you talking about, you asshat? Jessica's fucking dead.
What?
Did you hear me? Jessica is dead. You were gonna fucking pay, dick!
Yeah. Comes the point where
Guys, come on.
it
Seriously,
had
this
nothing
is
to do.
Crazy, you know?
Shut up.
Chris, bro,
I'm not your bro.
where are we going? Where are you guys taking me?
Locking you up, bro.
What?
You can't do anything stupid before we call the police in the morning.
Fine. I didn't do anything.
Are you serious, bro? Goddamn murderer is what you are.
I didn't do it. Michael, please, just listen to me, man. I did not hurt Jessica.
Are you insane? Like really? Do you not understand what you've done?
I'm a healer, man. I bring people together. Not like you assholes.
That's enough.
See, this is when they started taking it the wrong way, because what Josh wanted to do was to get back at them for what happened to his sisters, because he literally said it right there. All those emotions that my sisters got to feel 1 year ago and everything, he wanted to get payback at them. But obviously, like I said, because he knows Sam and Chris had nothing to do with it, but because when we saw the psychiatric report that he was taking the drugs and the medications way too far, is why he became what he did. He started getting a plan to scare them, to humiliate them, to terrorize them the exact same way they did to his sisters. And obviously, like, he told the plans to his therapist and Dr. Hill, and Dr. Hill was like, I don't think this is such a good idea. You don't need to do this. But because he took the medications too far, he ended up doing it anyway. That's why I wish that at that point where Sam was saying that you were crying out for help, you needed help and everything, why didn't the game creators also put something in there where the memorial board was there to say, like, whoever finds this, you must inject me with this. So that way, when he was knocked out, Sam would have been like, wait. I need to inject this in him. They inject it into him. They bring him to the lodge, and then when he wakes up, he'll be like, "Oh my God, it happened, didn't it?" But no, the creators of the game kept him the way they wanted it. Stupid.
What you want to see? You're lying! You are... Dude. It's not my fault you suckers can't take a joke.
Oh, wait. Did I hurt you? Did you feel a little bit pain right now? I am so sorry!
Stop it!
Jesus, dude.
Stop! Michael, I'm sorry, man. I can't tell you how sorry I am that something happened to Jessica, but I swear to you, I have no idea what happened to her.
Shit, Mike, this... I don't know, something feels really wrong here, man. Joking? I'm just having a really hard time figuring out that he would, do anything to hurt Jess.
I saw what he did to her with my own eyes. This is her blood.
Can't we all just get along? Damn it!
Not dicking around.
Not how it's supposed to go down. You're just a bunch of bullies. You can't hang out a guy just to try like this, guys. Huh? Not like you got the guts to really do anything about it anyways.
Oh, stuff it. You're the biggest coward there is.
Uh-huh. I did something. I made you believe in the world I created. And I showed you parts of yourself you were too afraid to visit.
You manipulated us. You tricked us, you hurt your friends, and you did it all while you hid in the shadows. You're a coward, Josh. That's all you are.
If only Sam told them about the psychiatrist report, then they would view him differently. If they did that as an option, it would make things so much better for him. But I don't know.
Okay, tie me up now, okay?
Stay still,
Right,
man.
right, still. Okay, can tie him up if they just wiggle around.
Gosh, dude.
Leave me a little wiggle room, huh?
What does it take to shut you up?
Oh, not so tight, okay? Not so tight, okay? Those plastic ties, that's where it's at.
In God's name, is he talking about? This is hard to watch. You ever say this kind of shit before?
Oh,
I've never seen him like this.
Money back. Hey, Mike. Mike. Mike.
What?
What happened with Jess, Mike?
You know what happened?
No.
No, I don't. I got a problem, Mike. I don't remember killing Jess.
Christ.
I mean, I feel like I would remember killing her, you know? She's soft. And she's probably got, a really tight bod.
Shut your fucking mouth!
What's this one for?
Seriously? What? Did you think I was gonna shoot him? I don't know.
Come on, Chris. You know me better than that.
Yeah, Chris, you know me better than that.
Yeah. Well, just next time give me a heads up, all right?
Oh, you poor little piggies. You can't even get your good cop, bad cop routine to work. Leave it to the pros, bros!
Why don't you go back to the lodge? Make sure.
Wow, even your status relationship with Josh stays where it is. It's amazing.
Things are alright. I'll stay here with this lunatic until the morning.
Oh, sleepover. Can we order pizza?
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I want to know everything's fine back there.
Yeah, you're right. See you in the morning.
There's so many things. There's too much crap that the game creators could have just fixed, but I don't know what they were thinking. These game creators are just that pathetic. Like I said right there with the memorial board, there should have been like a box or something in there under it to say like, with a message in there to say that whoever finds this, it means that the game has started, and I want you to know that what happened is truly my fault. I am so sorry. I got myself in this situation. I must pay the price for it. But before that, you need to inject this in me so I can get better and I can explain it to you guys and everything. And then, when Mike knocks him out, Sam hits him with the injection. They bring him to the lodge where they watch him and everything. He wakes up. He tells them the truth about the incidents that he got when he was in school, the therapy sessions he got from Dr. Hill, the medications he's been taking, and then Sam confirms it with what she was reading in the psychiatrist's reports. And then later on, they encounter Emily that survived. She tells them the story about what happened, about the sisters being alive, which causes Josh to maybe switch back to the cuckoo he once was. They get down to the basement. The guy doesn't leave. He stays with them. What else? Oh yeah, Josh has a key anyway to the train. Fuck, what's this called? What's that called again? I fucking can't remember the name. But anyway, he says he has the key, so that way they can say like, "Hey, we're leaving. We must go." But then the guy says no, because you still got people out there. And he says who? And he'll say a guy with a jacket and a girl, and he'll be like, and somebody will say Jessica and Matt, but then Mike will say like, no, Jessica is dead, and he'll be like, no, she's still alive down there, she's just unconscious, and Matt is just somewhere running around in the mines. And that's when Josh, that's when maybe he'll say, you guys stay here and I'll go and rescue them. And then that's when Josh can say, I'll go with you. I need to make out for what I did. And obviously, like, depending on the status relationship that he has with everybody, that's when maybe Chris might say that you're my best friend. You're my best friend. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, but I'll still be there for you. He'll want to go with him to go back to the mines to rescue Matt and Emily. And then obviously Sam, who's still close to Josh, will say, I'll go with you too. And then Mike, who says, I'm gonna go down there and rescue her and everything. Depending on what Ashley and Emily say, they either stay or they leave. But then either the guy will say, no, you guys are staying here. And then depending on what happens and everything, they split up or they all go together. They go to the mines and everything. And then that's when the Wendigo starts to pick them off one by one. Like, Ashley goes to the cave because she hears the noise. Depending on what you do there, she dies. Chris goes back. Depending on what happens, he dies. If not, he stays alive. Ashley stays alive. They head to the mines. They find proof of Hannah's journal and everything. What else? They go back to the sanatorium to pick up some stuff. What else? Yeah, this is pretty much a discussion. This is pretty much a discussion of how the game should have ended and everything. So, if you don't want to listen to this, just stop right there. Anyway, what I was up to? Oh yeah, they go to the sanatorium to get some more weapons. The shotgun, the ammo, the wolf, the extra wolf that is still alive. What else? I mean, Mike heads to the sanatorium because he needed to get stuff in order to get into the mines. So obviously, first they head to the sanatorium first, and then into the mines, where maybe they'll first meet. No, wait. They'll find the evidence of Hannah's journal, the body, and all that first. And then they find Matt. And then on the same road where they find Matt, they find Emily unconscious. And then obviously, like, if you've seen the first walkthrough we done where she did survive, she survived for hours and then wakes up underneath the elevator. And then that's where we see her. And then Mike checks on her. He's like, oh my gosh, she's still alive. He gets that jacket that he found, covers her in it because she's probably freezing. They go very slowly out of the cave. But then maybe because Jessica was unconscious, she starts moving a bit, and the Wendigos notice them. The guide holds them off, but then dies anyway because of a sneak attack. Another one just comes out of nowhere and just whoosh, slits his throat open. Like, the head open off like that. And then obviously, like, everyone starts screaming for their life, and then obviously Josh stays behind to cover them to try to help them escape from the mine. It tells them to head to the lodge, lock all the doors, and arm yourselves with whatever you can. He stays behind in the mines, and depending on who we're playing as, like maybe either Chris gets the other shotgun. He could either decide to stay with Josh, where if you do stay with Josh, he'll probably knock you out to say, no, you need to go there and you need to protect Ashley. She needs you more than me. Go. And depending on what happens, he'll go, and then maybe Mike or Sam will say, Josh, let's go, come on. And then he'll be like, no, you guys go, I'll catch up. And then he'll disappear. Then Mike will probably be like, we can't leave him there, we need to go get him. And Sam will probably be like, Sam will probably say the same thing, but then everyone will be like, no, you heard what he said. We need to get back to the lodge now. And then yes, they all leave the mines. Josh like distracts the Wendigos for them to get out of the mine. They head to the lodge, and maybe they encounter maybe one or two Wendigos, and then they split up. And obviously Sam takes the route where she gets out of the mountains from climbing and then runs down to the lodge. Then depending on what happens, they all meet out back at the lodge, maybe with a few scars along the way because they're running from the Wendigos, so maybe a few scars in there. And then later on, when they meet up at the lodge, they hear someone screaming, and then they see Josh running down. It's like literally screaming bloody murder for his life. But then when he tries to shoot back, no ammo. And then Chris, who still has a few shotgun bullets left, decides to go out to save him, and as well as Mike, who has maybe I don't know, something like to make sure Josh actually gets back into the lodge as well. They all get into the lodge, and then the Wendigos are inside as well. And obviously, they all stand still, like they told Josh that the main thing for you to do is to stay still and everything. But then, when he sees the Wendigo that's hanging from the chandelier, he sees on the right arm the butterfly tattoo. And then he points to it to tell everyone to look. They all see and they all realize that the Wendigo is Hannah. And obviously, they are the Wendigos. And then all of a sudden, Jessica, who is still unconscious, mumbles a bit, and everyone's like, "Oh no!" And then Josh screams, saying, "Hey, over here!" But then, before he had enough time to stand still, he started twitching, indicating that the drug is wearing off, and then it gets him, but it doesn't kill him. He screams, "Hannah! Hannah, no!" And then the Wendigo just stares at him with curiosity, and he thinks like, the Wendigo knows who he is. The Wendigo remembers. The Wendigo Hannah remembers him. And then obviously, the other Wendigos will come in, chucks him away, and then they fight. And then that's when Mike will have the idea to blow up the lodge up, since the pipe was out. So obviously, like, to make sure they all got on the time, because they had to carry Jessica outside and everything, Josh decides to distract them by running to the kitchen and everything, standing still and everything. Then made Sam, who was the last one to come out, tells Josh that everybody's out, hurry up. Then he scrams, and then the lodge blows up. And then depending on the choices you make, he either gets arrested, and he gets arrested, but they all still see him, or he goes to the special hospitals and they still see him. But then during that time, Sam confesses her feelings for Josh, same thing for Sam, and they finally become a thing. And then obviously Mike, Jessica, Emily, Matt, and Ashley all agree that what happened to the sisters was their fault. They were so sorry what they did, and so on and so on. And then Josh says, "It's alright, I forgive you," and everything. And then Until Dawn is finished. All of them survived. The good ending. It's like, whether or not he gets arrested or goes to the hospital, those two endings will be the good ending. And then obviously, the bad endings will be where he gets turned to a Wendigo or he dies. But obviously, like, the good ending is where, like, everybody survives and everything. And obviously, the bad ending is where half of them dies, half of them not. Josh dies, Josh becomes a Wendigo, and so on and so on. 4 different kinds of endings for the ending with Josh, to say, like, this is the end of Until Dawn. But I don't know what these game creators were thinking. I truly don't know. Well, that's the end of my discussion and the end of this chapter, so I will be doing the next chapter of this, chapter 8, tomorrow.